Hey guys, this is Real Low Bermuda bringing you another lawn care video. Today we're going to get out in the yard and try to give it a little boost. We're mostly green at this point and it's time to feed this lawn for the first time this spring. And so what we're going to be throwing down is my little special concoction of N-ext products. We're going to be putting down some 1801 Green Punch, some 700 Green Effect, and then some micronutrients. So ultimately what I'm trying to do today is get some nitrogen down along with some iron. And so the Green Punch is 18% nitrogen and the Green Effect gives me 6% iron, and that's going to give us a great combination for a quick green up. And then the micro green is just going to add in all the little micronutrients. So that's what we're throwing down today. Enjoy the video. Alright guys, so we're going to start out with our Green Punch. As I said, this is mostly just to get the nitrogen down, and the recommendation is 12 to 18 ounces per 1,000 feet. And so we're going to go with the minimum. We're going to do 12 ounces per 1,000 square feet. My yard's 3,000 square feet, so we're going to do total 36 ounces. So we're going to start out, first thing you want to do is get you some water in your sprayer. You don't ever want to pour the chemical straight in. So we're going to go ahead and put about a gallon. Alright, we'll go ahead and put about halfway. We'll do 2 gallons. Ultimately, I'm going to fill this sprayer all the way up. And then I've already shaken this up, but you always want to make sure you shake it well. And then my measuring cup here is 32 ounces. And so we need four more ounces, another half a cup. And then the next thing we're going to do is add basically our iron, and I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more water into the sprayer. So for our Green Effect, like I said, 6% iron, and that's at 8 ounces per 1,000. Again, I already shook these up. If you're doing this at home, you want to shake these for a good while. But 8 ounces, so I'm going to do a total of 24 ounces. Look at that. It's green, but it's gold, baby. Tell you what, iron is important throughout the year. That's what's going to get you a quick green, dark green color. The nitrogen right now will also green everything up. Nitrogen basically just encourages growth. so the grass will start going crazy once you put that nitrogen on there. And then the final touch today is just our micronutrients. This is microgreen. You got a lot of things in here. You got your potash, your magnesium, your salt, your sulfur, your copper. Also has iron. All of the N-ext products have a little bit of iron, I think. And then your magnesium and your zinc. So lots of little micronutrients that help the soil. And so really good stuff there. We're going to put this down at 3 ounces per 1,000, because I put this down once a month. So I use a little bit less than the recommended amount. So we're only going to do 9 ounces of this. This is part of my monthly routine. I don't do the green punch except this time of year. That's about the only time I want that quick pop from nitrogen. We'll talk about what I do the rest of the year in another video as far as my monthly, or actually my bi-weekly fertilizing routine. So we're going to fill this sprayer up the rest of the way to right about 4.5 gallons. And then now we just got to mix it. All right, so let's talk just a little bit about the purpose of a sprayer versus granular fertilizer. So anytime you put down a spray on the actual blade of grass, the blade is able to absorb the nutrients. Whereas if you put a granular down, that goes down into the soil, then has to you have to water it in, and eventually get absorbed through the roots, right? So when you're talking about iron and you're talking about nitrogen and you want quick results in the springtime, which is where we're at here, just barely greening up, you want quick results and you want the blade to absorb that. And so when you use a spray application, when I let this sit overnight, it's going to absorb all night long the iron and the nitrogen, and then in the morning I'll come back and water it in. So that's the purpose of a sprayer. Also the fact that you can get a nice even coverage because you're controlling the spray, whereas when you spread out granular, if it rains, you know, some of that's going to get washed away, and it takes time to break down. And so with this, there's no breakdown period. It's instant nutrients to the soil and the leaf, and so that's the benefit of it. So it's Thursday, March 26th, and we're going to come back and check on this in a few days and see the results of my little cocktail of green punch, green effect, and microgreen. And for those of you that are interested in N-ext, this is my neighbor, and he threw N-ext down a little over a week ago, maybe a week and a half ago, and you can see the results. Absolutely beautiful. And so now we're in competition of each other. We're going to see how my green punch and my green effect ends up working out compared to his N-ext application. But we will stay tuned. And then you can see my next door neighbor here, he's using the Fisker's the manual push mower, and he's scalping his down right now to 1 inch. and he's going to see some amazing results from it. But putting in some leg work right now. Let's see if we can catch any beads of sweat on his forehead there. Yeah, get it. Yeah, it's a lot of work, but you can get that unit for $250. That's what I started my lawn with. That was my first reel mower right there. And you know, scalping down is a lot of work, but once he gets that cut through, it'll glide through just like butter. And so you don't have to spend thousands of dollars on a fancy mower to get good results. So don't let anything be your excuse. Just get out there and put the legwork in, and you can have some fantastic results.